A World Silas and THRASHBEARD play Shining Force. What? Why am I here? Because it's a fantasy game. But this is a Japanese RPG. It doesn't have any Tolkien elements hardly. Well, you see, this is a slapdash effort to look professional. This isn't professional at all. My lips aren't synced and it's just the same scene reversed being played over and over again. Yeah, but shut up. It's Shining Force, fucker.
Well, let's.
Oh, I thought that wasn't gonna. Okay, I thought that was gonna be too loud. Not too loud.
It's not too loud. They can't hear it. They have the immersion in there. So last we left off, we encountered a really interesting caravan town.
Yes, I love this aesthetic's cool. Like, the wagon isn't designed to go anywhere. It's just a building.
It
right?
is actually.
It is.
It's a genuine caravan.
Interesting.
A moving city with tents and shit.
That's cool. I like that. It's so big though.
Well, why is it so big? Gotta carry a lot of people. It's gotta carry a city.
So you just. Oh, you're just stocking up on it.
I'm stocking up because.
Oh wait, you have to give individual items to. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I actually hardly ever use the mechanic of like having a character hold a potion in like Fire Emblem. I would just make sure my cleric is really close to a good number of people.
It doesn't work in a game that doesn't allow your cleric to recharge.
That's right.
Can't do that shit.
Well, wait a minute. What do you mean recharge?
It can't. Its MP can't refill.
Oh,
and there aren't any refillable items either.
So the clerics in Fire Emblem have spell charges.
Yeah.
Same thing. So they can't just refill it either. They have to like buy like heal or mend in a certain like quantity to use it on their characters.
Oh, okay. So it is the same system.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought it did allow for a recharge.
Nope.
Okay.
But I think it's a lot. I think it's easier just to buy.
Well, it's easier to do this for me at least.
Yeah.
Than to just have to rely entirely on my
Gong just like behind.
I am gone. You aren't gonna see me for much longer.
So now you have Pell. Is that correct? Is that the character that we got last time?
Yeah, and I think
And another character in the trash bin. God damn it! But he looks cool. Like I love the chin. Look at that. Not that chin.
That's a sexy chin.
That is not a very pronounced chin. I need something that can like hit me over the head as he turns.
That's how Johnny gets up.
That's how I get. That's the only way I got. Oh man, that's so you have to see. Do you have to buy them individually?
Yes.
That's annoying.
Yeah, it's a thing.
But it's old school.
It's old school. It's OG. We need a remake of this. I would like a port of this.
A remastering?
Sort of relevant to Majora's Mask. Like.
Yeah?
Yeah. Something that still has the almost identical style of this.
Uh-huh.
But.
Yeah, you're not a fucking villain.
Not at all.
You look like the kind of guy that would turn at one point from villain to hero. But I'm
not saying anything.
Yeah, that's right.
If you defeat me in battle, please free Runefrost from the clutches of evil. There, that's what I'm saying.
The clutches of darkness.
Well, that is Johnny. Fucking Kingdom Hearts wasn't the first one to start the literal darkness shit.
Right, alright.
This one goes way in there.
Now Kingdom Hearts can't fucking get its shit together.
I'm still waiting.
How does this place move?
Wheels.
Giant horses.
Giant wheels.
Well, I mean, like, how do they start going?
You know what? I have no clue. I think that they established at some point that there's like a train style.
Okay. Well, like there's like
a big engine.
Interesting.
But other than that,
I mean, I'd rather just have giant horses.
Oh, slaves.
Oh, what a lovely town. Oh.
Oh, look at that army. That looks pretty intimidating. Oh, wait.
Ooh. Oh, a lot of them look depraved and
Oh, I thought those were uniforms.
Jesus Christ. Nope. What does the FW mean next to the names?
That means I don't know what it stands for, but it means in party. What?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And everyone else is back in the base.
Yep. Say a gong.
Yeah, peace out, Holmes.
No thanks.
I don't need. Damn, it's so frustrating. I think it's maybe just frustrating because I'm playing as a monk in D&D right now, but I'd love to have a monk be useful.
Right. Well, like here's the key issue. Oh, by the way, another hero right there. You missed him.
Well, I saw him in the corner for like a split second. Yeah. Centaur.
Yeah. Centerman.
I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's right.
Okay, yeah. It is a
Can you go?
big engine.
You're never gonna go over there, are you?
Nope, you
God damn it! I
can't.
want to see what I'm looking at.
You can't, I'm afraid.
You can't walk over that block.
No, she blocks you. And look, there's a trail.
Oh, that's the trail. Okay.
Trail leaves behind.
God damn it!
And here we go.
Where did those bushes go?
Time for battle has come. His name is Elliot.
You know, that guy's portrait appeared over the enemy base. I was like, wait, did he betray you? What the fuck? What the fuck? Ooh, so we got a big old open field battle. That's pretty cool.
Like, I just want to establish the evil general is named Elliot. Just.
I mean, let's be honest. One of the major antagonists that's going to be coming up for One Piece is named Jack.
Okay, but to be fair, there are plenty of.
But Elliot is very weird.
Like, I mean, I guess it's no worse than Urian in Street Fighter.
But that's not like a very. I mean, at least to us, that's not a very.
Well, you realize what it's actually supposed to be.
What is it?
Julian.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like seriously spelled like with a Y or an E or something.
It's spelled with a Y and an R, but that was a English translation.
That's weird.
Like apparently, like one of the main antagonists in King of Fighters was supposed to be named Bill, the main villain.
God damn! Like you can't. These are not threatening names.
You could at least go with Robert.
Okay. All right. To go with you, to go with what you were saying, like Jack. Okay, Jack sounds like a pirate's name. There were pirates named Calico Jack.
Well, like Jack the Ripper.
That's not a pirate.
Well, I'm saying that he's an antagonistic figure.
Yeah, that's true. Jack the Ripper. After his murder spree in London,
yes.
The life of the sea.
Famous privateer. Privateer Jack.
He worked for the government? Jesus Christ.
Hey man, Morgan was cool.
I mean, fucking becoming... What was it? I don't think he was governor. He became, like, assistant governor or something.
Well, we did establish that, in reality, most of the genuinely good good pirates were privateers.
Yeah. But, like, I don't think Morgan was a privateer. Well, no, like, they had to start out as a pirate, and then became privateers.
Yeah.
Because the government hired them.
Well, they became... Most of them, like Morgan, and later on, for a short time, Blackbeard...
He said, fuck it! Back to being a pirate.
Like, yeah. well, he just acted, like, out of, like... He didn't like being a bitch on a leash.
I mean, when you're Blackbeard and you go from being this terror of the seas with this badass name to being, like, I work for the government because this way I stay safe. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna die, like, in my, like...
I'm gonna die the way I lived!
I'm gonna die in my 40s anyway!
Fucking shit up! I think he died when he was like 36.
Was it 36? Dude, Wikipedia, because it's really quick.
Like, I feel Jack can be intimidating.
Now I don't want to leave the page where I bought Final Fantasy VII because it's on the page that says download your PS4. Because I feel like it's just going to be more of a hassle.
Probably. Like,
he was 38. You were very close.
Okay. Pepper Jack from Always Sunny. That Fraggle Rock. Pepper Jack love Fraggle Rock.
This is the one thing I just
And
never
Dennis
really.
is so bummed.
I know. Like Silas. Imagine if you had I know you have those Power Rangers like bottle thing.
You don't take that fucking thing.
But if like you lost that, how would you feel?
I would let him cut me up if it meant keeping that fucking bottle.
Would you let him take your sister?
Sure, because I don't have one. Fuck her.
See, this is kind of something that bothers me about strategy games like this, and I think Fire Emblem still has this issue. I kind of feel like the general on the other side of the field should be more active when going after your party.
Well,
I know, like, when you go to fight him head on with your characters, he's still going to do a lot of damage, but it does turn into just the war of attrition.
yeah, but I feel that I feel like there's enough, like, a differentiation between, like, there are some generals in this game who do charge forward and some who stay back.
And
I feel
for
like-
a general like this, for someone who's so important like this, I think it would make sense if, like, after a certain amount of his force was defeated, then he would start following with the rest of his force. So that way it evens out for you as the player, because it cuts down, because once you've cut down his forces enough, when he has less troops, then the boss starts coming around the field.
Mm.
That's the way I see it.
Well, like, first of all, we just got introduced to this character, so I wouldn't argue his importance. I mean, he was big enough for a personal sprite, but we did just get introduced to him. He isn't mentioned anywhere else in the game.
Then that's the perfect opportunity for him to start, doing his thing.
Well, that's a bit of contradictory to what you just said, isn't it?
What I said
you
is
focused on his importance.
No, I said he's a general. In this fight, he's
Okay.
important because you got to beat the general in the battle. So I think it's important if the general actually participates in the battle more than just standing there waiting for someone to walk up to him and then go tink, and then he does a big hit, but he just lost the war of attrition.
That's fair. My mentality is that, like, it varies on the army.
What do you mean?
Well, like, when you look at like historical battles, like, some would put their general at the very front, some in the very back.
Okay,
Somewhere
fine.
in
If
the
you want to
middle.
put history into it, fine. I'm trying to look at it from a game
Okay.
perspective. And
From a game perspective, I'm also mixed because, like, it's supposed to be sort of like a boss of sorts.
yeah, and I want the boss to go around the field to increase the...
I like Gort's new sprite.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
really
it.
cool. Like, I think it would make sense. I think it adds to the layer of the gameplay that I'm watching right now. It's alright, I defeated a certain amount of forces. Here's the really strong enemy that can almost one-hit a number of my foes. He's starting to walk around the battlefield. Now I have to change my strategy so that I can deal with him. I think that would be a good thing for the player. To have it so that now the player has to think even further ahead.
That's good, but at the same time, I feel like I mean, as a player, I feel like it's... Oh, there goes May. There she goes. Bye, May. And yet you're still gonna be around, unlike Balbaroy.
Yep.
Do I get rid of her at some point? I don't think I've gotten rid of her just yet. We will be getting a new member soon, though.
God damn it, Hans. It's stronger.
Get better, faster,
So
it
what were you
makes
saying?
sense. The reason why I argued that for a player it's kind of iffy is because I feel like I can strategize around him from where I can see him right now. Because he is really tough. He is.
Okay.
And so being able... Because, like, he already has a strategy
Okay.
with his forces. That's why he's sitting there. He's got a cannon. He's got 4 of the flying Pegasus, of the Silver Knights.
Uh-huh.
And he's got a high priest.
Uh-huh.
And so I feel like he has his strategy already laid out for himself.
So you're saying that
He's a
got,
smart
like-
guy.
So you're saying it's more like it's not a fort. We're not at a fortress, but you say it's a more of a fortified
Position.
position. Okay, fair enough. I can get that. I think though that for a number of other situations, though,
Like, Okay.
there can be an obvious moment where someone should. I think it'd be more obvious for like, because like in Fire Emblem, like they just sit there. They just sit there, and all of their other forces move out. And I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, like I'm not gonna defend this thing like it's the best, battle ever. Like, for example, I think that something that would improve this battle is, what if he keeps that fortified like positions as far as his members go, and then slowly encroach.
That's what that's something that's kind of what I was going with, but I guess I was just focusing more on him, whereas it could work better with that group of his.
Yeah, that would definitely improve this battle, I feel. Specifically.
I just don't like that the general just sits there. What? I feel like it'd be more interesting if they actually moved into the battle.
And there are a few that do that, like Kane does.
Okay.
We'll battle him soon enough. I know it's already passed in this game, in my recording.
Hey now,